Hey guys, how are you doing? This is the Lovin show. I'm of course joined by Shireen.
Hello.
And this week we are joined by an author, a TV chef extraordinaire. You may know her as Cooking with Zahra, but it's Zahra Abdalla. Well done.
Hi
Well
guys.
done. Welcome.
Well done and welcome. I'll take both.
I'm very excited because your food has just arrived at the office and it smells amazing, but we'll talk into that maybe in a little bit.
Okay.
But first of all, talk to us a little bit about your journey. We just want to kick off with, what was the first dish you ever remember eating in your life? Can you remember that?
First dish that I remember, it have to be my grandmother's saffron chicken, and she'd make it with a beautiful Iranian white rice and zeresh on top, which is the sour little berries.
Is this Zeresh Polo?
Yes.
My favorite.
So good.
Love.
And then she'd put so much butter in it.
And the barberries.
Oh,
Just
yes.
add
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
So is that what you
Sounds
say would
amazing.
inspired you kind of to kickstart things? Was that the dish that really kind of defined the
I think
start
it's
of
the
your...
emotion of that dish. For me, a lot of my memories are of wonderful memories of, my grandmother, my mom, visiting family, kids running around, a lot of laughter. And for me, food was always that medium where it just brought everyone together. And I feel like, especially in a world where we're living, where everyone has just much, they've got a jam-packed schedule, not enough time on their hands.
Yeah.
People don't have time to cook at home. So when someone makes the effort, it's really appreciated. And I see it with my neighbors. Last weekend, we had a friend visiting from Singapore, and we said, rather than going to a restaurant and ordering breakfast, why don't we all just come in? And so I put together a nice brunch menu, and literally they came in at 10 and they left at 6 p.m.
Wow. And I can imagine your brunch menu was like fantastic.
It's funny that as brunch was finished, I decided I wanted to cook my dinner, and so it was a slow braised dish that needed 5-6 hours, and by the time it was ready, we had dinner for everybody because they were still around.
Amazing.
But what's nice about it, it's that feeling where everyone was
Right.
just happy and comfortable and relaxed, and that's why I like cooking, and that's why I like doing what I'm doing right now.
Amazing. So then going into that, we want to know about your journey and how basically you got started as a chef. How did it all start?
So I consider myself a feeder. I've always liked feeding people. I think the expression of people's faces when they have a bite of something you've made is really gratifying. And I find that it just makes the experience of wanting to do more so much more enjoyable. I started blogging 10 years ago because I'd host dinner parties and my girlfriends would ask for the recipes, girlfriends and guy friends. Let's be gender neutral.
Love that.
And so I would write the recipes on the blog and they would go make it at home. And that just gradually evolved with opening an Instagram page, hosting a couple of shows on NBC One, NBC Three, then writing the cookbook, and now the latest is the restaurant.
The restaurant.
Yes.
That's amazing, but it's just you make that process sound so easy. So from blogging to a cookbook to a restaurant, what's the transition like? How did you jump from each? Was it an easy road or was it the natural progression?
So I would say the real starting point for me when I started taking things a bit more serious was about 6-7 years ago. I had taken prior to that a 2-year break from blogging, food and everything, and simply because I was pregnant with my third child. Then when I was pregnant, I found I had thyroid cancer, so I had to just manage with the stress of staying positive and happy while pregnant, but also knowing that you have cancer and you have to wait to deliver before you can heal yourself. It is a bit insane. So for me, food ended up also being my therapy because we had moved house at this point and my sister saw how sad I was, just depressed.
Yeah.
Or now I think I was depressed. And so she said, Zahra, just go back into the kitchen and cook. And so it was my savior. And then I remember having a chat with one of my girlfriends who had just finished climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, had done her first Iron Woman. And I thought, Helen, you're inspiring. I need to know your secret. And basically, the simplest thing I can tell you is she said, dream and write your dreams down. And so my dreams were small. And then I read another book that said a lot of people forget to dream big. I'm not saying that they have to be realistic, but I always say, a pilot, when he goes down from point A to point B, he always overestimates the different distance because the wind will keep him on track to where he needs to be.
Okay.
So for me, I dream bigger than I ever thought I could dream. And my dreams take me to where I need to be. And so that's how Zahra's Kitchen came to be.
So beautiful. So I'm guessing one of the dreams that you had, obviously along the line, was creating this cookbook. And so in creating this cookbook, what was the process like? And how did you want it to differ from other kind of cookbooks that were already in
That
the
was
market?
the hardest part for me. Why was I relevant enough to think I should write a cookbook? And for me, this cookbook is a journey or an expression of many things. I'm half Iranian, half Sudanese. I was born in London. I was raised in Vancouver. I've lived in Dubai for the past 16 years now. I am the epitome of someone that's traditional yet modern, someone that's Western yet Eastern. And last year being the year of tolerance, it was the perfect year for the book to come out because the book is about tolerance. The book is about celebrating differences and just embracing them. And so that book was an expression of my Iranian heritage, my Sudanese heritage, my husband's Palestinian heritage, my Western influences from whether living or traveling to different parts, and just bringing it all together.
Amazing. And then you jumped from a cookbook last year to Zahras Kitchens, and they came up on my Deliveroo feed this week, and I ordered them. I have to say, your beetroot falafel is like
So
beautiful.
glad.
Really, guys, try it. But how did that happen so quickly, and how did you jump into a food entrepreneur role from making a cookbook?
So it took me a lot of convincing. Again, so one of my biggest problems, I'd have to say, is you lose confidence with yourself at some point. I mean, I lost confidence with myself at different points of my life. I think having children, staying at home, being a housewife and a mom, just had its toll on me. So it took me a while to overcome my fears and just say I can do it. And then the moment you decide you can do it, then you just go into it. And so my business partners had been knocking on my door for about a year. And I remember come back from the summer and after hiding from them because I was delaying the process, they said, Zuz,
It's time.
recipes. I'm like, can I be really honest with you? Yeah. He's like, sure. I said, I'm scared. He's like, why? I'm like, what if people don't like it? He's like, well, there's no way to find out until you try. I said, you know what? I'm going to overcome my fears. I have to accept that, age. I just turned 40, and there's something happens when you turn 40. You start not caring about other people's thoughts.
Wait for that. Nearly there.
Not bad. I need that right now,
No, but there comes a point where you realize you're not going to please everybody. You're going to make some people happy, I mean, I don't like, every item on a menu. So why should someone also like everything on my menu? I mean, I'm not talking about my restaurant, but in general, I love everything on my menu. But what I'm trying to say is that we all have different interests. We all have different likes. And when you're able to accept and allow people to have differing opinions, then it's easy for you to accept people to have differing opinions of what you have to offer. Mm-hmm. So then finally I game over my fear and just got into it and pulled something out of a hat. And it's Zahra's Kitchen.
I love that. So there are a lot of celebrity chefs coming in and out of Dubai. I'm sure you know.
Yes.
What do you think of the foodie scene here in Dubai?
I mean, I love that Dubai has evolved so much. I mean, when I came 16 years ago, the landscape in the foodie world has evolved so much. First of all, there weren't so many food bloggers as there are today. There aren't as many incredible restaurants as there are today. And I feel like with all these celebrity chefs coming in, they are bringing some know-how, some knowledge, some inspiration, some creativity into the city. Sure. And then inspiring, the next generation or inspiring the city to kind of like step up their game. But I have to say, I went through a phase where I loved the Michelin star restaurant scene.
Yeah.
But now I've actually stepped back to really caring more about the quality of the ingredients, where they're originating from, how ethical they are, how sustainable they are. I feel like, especially with, with the whole Greta, I can never say her last name.
Yeah.
You know, it took a 13-year-old to give me an aha moment to say, you know what, she's got something there. You know, maybe we need to reflect, and maybe we need to use that conversation and kind of talk about it, and be also responsible to how we're raising our children and how we're helping them go forward. So ingredients, quality ingredients,
Key.
really good.
And we talked just about, you mentioned like Michelin star restaurants, and obviously Zahra's Kitchen is, we can't go and eat there, it's just on delivery, right? So would you ever like to see kind of your name in lights at a restaurant in Dubai?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
The dream is yet to be formed, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe this dream will awaken at some point. But the moment I'm working on offering catering, and hopefully being able to allow people to order and experience the food at home. I'm hoping to, so the next big dream, which I'm working on right now, is to offer Ramadan catering, so people can come and open a space, rent my space out. I mean, the dream, it's not reality yet. So the idea is that you can come in, have a private gathering, and you'll have a nice set. Family
Proper
style.
home-cooked quality food.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's dreaming.
I've a bit of a random question on the side. Just curious, because you're half Sudanese, half Iranian. Your husband's Palestinian. So do you have like a specific cuisine that you like you favor? Like I like Italian, for example. But like, what's your like?
So if I was
go-to?
craving,
Yeah, like what's the most that you crave in cuisine? Like, is it mostly Iranian
Asian
food?
food.
Asian food?
Asian food, like a
Interesting.
nice Korean, I think it's called the bulogo. How do you say it? I can never say it. It's that beef, the Korean beef that's a bit sweet and salsa.
Beef bulalo?
Yeah.
The Filipino.
I don't know. Is it Filipino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
But also
I think inspired by Spanish dishes, I guess, something like that, something of the sort. Is it bulalo? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know, but there's a Korean beef dish.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. Thank you.
Yeah. We have the same
Yes,
taste in food,
yes.
I'm realizing.
I love, and the reason why I think I like that dish is because I love dishes, and I'm like getting hungry. I want
I
to.
can actually smell her food is here. I smell it.
I love the process of eating a bulgogi, where you get the lettuce and you put the meat in.
But it's the
beautiful.
sweetness and the saltiness, and that combination just is insane. And actually, a lot of the food in Zahra's Kitchen is inspired by this combination of sweetness and saltiness and sourness. So
Can't
it's
wait
the
to
Middle
try.
Eastern umami.
Can't wait to try that in a bit.
And what about like food trends? Because I was checking your menu and I'm getting hungry thinking about it, but you have a lot of kind of vegan.
Yes.
Is that a food trend? Is it a food fad? Or how do you incorporate those into your menu? Or do you think you only take things that you kind of are like sustainable that will stay?
The way the menu was inspired is, I think, very much by how our family lifestyle is. We go through fads or phases. Sometimes we just want to be fully protein, and sometimes we want to be fully vegan and plant-based. And I thought, I don't want to be one or the other. I want to be all-inclusive. And so the restaurant's menu offering is a very inclusive is an inclusive menu. And I always, so the salads are modifiable. So for example, everything is either vegan or vegetarian, the starting point. And then you can add your grain. And if you're gluten intolerant, you can use quinoa, add quinoa or green lentils.
Nice, customize as you go.
Yeah, if you want to be you just want to be protein focused, you can add some lentils. And then we've got our protein variations, which are chicken, fish, pulled lamb, which is incredible, the beetroot falafel that you love, and dukkha crusted tofu. Okay. So here we've got something for everyone. Okay. Yeah. And so it's allowing people to modify, to be inclusive, and it's really interesting. It wasn't intended to be vegan, but I'm looking at people's orders, and it's really interesting how people are modifying with a lot of the vegan options, and how the vegan variations are actually quite popular.
It's really increasing popularity.
It is. So, yeah.
Interesting. So I've got another fun question that we usually ask people. Since you're a chef, what's your dream dinner table situation? So like 3 people dead or alive that you'd want to kind of have dinner with or prepare. Some of
So I'm a
Zahra's
nerd at
kitchen
heart.
food.
Okay.
I would love, okay, inspire. Okay, so Under the Tuscan Sun, you know that scene where they're all sitting outside in a beautiful garden with those like lights.
I'm not familiar with that movie. Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I'm like,
I've just showed my
I
age.
just to make
I just showed my age.
I don't think I've seen the movie, but I can picture it in my head. I don't know why. Maybe I've seen like a still for it or something.
It's one of those like really like romantic.
like a, okay.
Yeah, but
Rom-com.
yeah, rom-com, but you don't need to be. It's for me. It just feels like it's that perfect setting where you are you're mindful, you are present, you're enjoying the wind blowing, you're enjoying the lights, you're enjoying the candle lights, you're enjoying the atmosphere and the space, and then you're allowed to enjoy your company. Mm-hmm. So setting is really important for me.
Right, I like that.
Specifics.
Yeah, and nothing like over the top, like using the nature's beauty to decorate it. So if it's lemons and artichokes or nature's whatever, so it's very very rustic, very like
Very rustic, yeah.
yeah. And I would have Edward Said.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's the nerd in me.
Can you give me a little rundown?
Okay, so I studied political science, and I thought I was going to be Amal Clooney.
Oh my God, why not? Sky's the limit.
I was going to be like a human rights lawyer working in the United Nations. So Edward Said is he's a professor. He's a writer. I want to hope to represent him correctly. He's an Orientalist specialist, and so he was a leader in the discussion about. See, this is the nerd.
Orientalism.
Orientalism and the East versus West, and just he's someone that I'd love to pick his brain and just have a nice conversation with. Then there's a Moroccan. I think she's Moroccan, Fatma Mernissi. She is the first female feminists, or one of the leading feminists in the Arab world. She was raised in her grandfather's harem, but she's the first woman in her family who went and got educated, got a PhD, and led women's rights in the region. And then I'd like Snoop Dogg.
Just to, have that balance. So she's really gonna walk out of this dream dinner situation feeling so fulfilled. Like you'll get all your
just because I think he'd lighten everything up and he'd make sure it doesn't go.
Absolutely. And are you cooking or are you sitting?
I'm cooking and sitting.
Okay.
And if I can squeeze an extra person, it would have to be Oprah, just because I'm obsessed with her.
There we go. A full-on dinner moment. See, that's an interesting one. Oh my God, she even planned the setting and everything. She's like, Rustic, we'll have Snoop Dogg, Edward Said, and
I love this.
The Moroccan
setting edition. Guys, I should have told you at the start we're going to play a great game.
Oh yeah.
Which is called Hummus or Dare. But before we do, just what are your plans for 2020?
Yes.
Before we get into Hummus or Scare.
Oh, 2020. Make sure everybody gets a taste of Zahras Kitchen. So order. And if you don't live close by, just drive close by and order.
Like that plan?
Love that.
I have a lot of plans, and I'm leaving them in here for now.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm not sharing.
So we'll see them come to fruition.
You want everyone to
throughout the year.
taste.
Yes.
Zahras. Okay, I'm going to get the food.
So we will now start our game called. Again, Casey and I really thought hard and thoroughly about the name of this game, Hummus or Dare. You see, like we really pulled out all the wits to come up with this name.
And of course, we have Zahra's Kitchen fresh beetroot hummus.
Yes.
Along with some chips.
So you've got,
so we've got beetroot.
So this is beetroot, and then this is the
Parsley.
cumin spiced parsnip with date molasses.
Date molasses.
So it's got a bit of the Gulf flavor in it with the date molasses in it.
I'm excited to try that for sure.
I better get the hummus and not the dare.
So what the game is basically, yes, we'll each pick a piece of paper from this box. If you get hummus,
color.
you just eat the hummus. You dip it in.
This color is like...
It's beautiful, isn't
You could wear it, no?
it? Right? Lipstick.
Lipstick.
Rouge. And if you get the paper dare, basically you'll have to do the dare. So who wants to start?
I think our guest will start.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Am I picking something?
yes.
Alrighty.
I really hope she doesn't get
So what do I have
hummus.
to do?
You'll see.
And do I have to tell it to one of you or both of you are gonna?
Both of us, I guess, because
No, you're gonna.
You read out your dare.
Oh, I
She got hummus, so you just enjoy the hummus for now.
Okay, I'm gonna have some of this. All right.
Miss Shireen,
Looks so good.
do the
Actually,
honors.
really wish I. Please be hummus. Please be hummus. I swear to you, I manifest this.
Hummus.
You wanted hummus. Sorry,
Literally, I was like,
Casey.
the date molasses now.
Okay, well, I really, if anyone knows, I'm like the biggest hummus fan, so.
She really is.
Even though I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, so.
All the Lovin Dubai articles on hummus, all the memes you see, all Casey.
Okay, hummus, hummus, hummus.
Since 2015, no lie.
Oh, it's a dare.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Is it a dare?
Who wrote these?
What did you get?
I'll just do it quickly to.
Oh my God, she got the.
It's like rip the band-aid. Do your best lie and roar.
Oh no. Go for it,
That's
kids.
funny. That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna do it. Are you guys? You ready for this?
She's cancelled. I'm done.
You
I'm
have
done.
to go for it,
I
right?
love it. I love the enthusiasm.
To be fair, I would have not done such a great job at that.
Oh, my life. What
It's
is my
back
life?
to me. Okay. All right.
By default, we'll give her a dare probably if she gets another
I got it
hummus.
there. I got it there.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
What does it say?
I don't know how to do this.
What is it? Make up a hummus wrap for 20 seconds and perform it.
This
As
could
you
be your
can see,
2020
It's very hummus
hummus
themed.
song.
I have no
Think
idea
of a
how
Snoop
to
Dogg
rap.
song and turn that Snoop Dogg song
I need
into
to do the-
something hummusy.
Would you like us to join in?
Yes, please. Okay, I'll start with the first line,
We'll go
and then
around.
you guys
Yeah.
create.
Oh
we'll
God.
do 3 rounds.
I like hummus, and I don't care.
I like hummus and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When the hummus walks in with an itty bitty, whatever
Crisp.
this is, and a crisp and a, and the hummus dip in your face, you get sprung.
That's awesome.
Imagine everyone in the
Okay.
office hearing this, are like, what are you doing?
I think Shireen nailed that.
I think you're good. Thanks for saving me, Shireen.
You're so welcome.
That's the fee for eating hummus.
Right?
That
I really hope I get hummus
was good,
again.
girl.
What is it? What is it?
So first of all, it's a dare.
This is bad. Read the last DM you got, Alan, my phone.
And
I
I
hope this is nothing
So
scandalous.
Shireen has to read the last DM she's got. I'm gonna check
And you know what?
to
This
make-
was my biggest fear to get this specific dare. Oh,
I'd like to check to
God.
make sure that we're gonna do this
Oh
properly.
God, I'm so nervous. Let me see that there's nothing shady in my last DM.
No. That's the whole point.
Okay, so basically, it's this person, but the last DM says completely rude because I posted a story last night with Taz and I, the office manager here at Lovin, and I said, "Oh, do we look alike? Yes or no?" And a lot of the people on the poll voted no. And so this guy was like, "Whoever said no clearly don't know what they're talking about." And I was like, "Haha, right? Rude." And he was like, "Completely rude." So that's the last. See what I mean? This is why you should never go to my DM.
Did anyone see how she kept her phone like this the whole way through? No one was getting near that.
No way. Because the rest of the ones under, no. Okay, do we have more?
This is the last one, I think.
I feel like it's a hummus one.
Attention.
It is a
Oh
hummus one.
yay! She got hummus in the end.
Okay, I think for the last one I'll just take this so we go home.
Oh my God, this has gotta be this one.
Do you
I'm
like
down
this
for.
one?
Yeah, I'm not so much a beetroot fan, but this one, wow.
I feel like you can hear our crunchiness in the speakers.
Guys,
Guys,
I'm shameless.
that is the Lovin Show. Hummus. Thank you for being a big sport and playing the game with us.
Thank
Fantastic.
you. Thank you for
It's
having
been
me.
a lot of fun, and guys, go check out Zaras Kitchen. It's available on a lot of the delivery.
So you can get it. We are located right now in Business Bay and Dubai Marina, and you can find us on Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Carriage, Zomato, and
Lot.
that's it.
Perfect.
And Zomato. That's it. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Same time next week, same place. Catch with you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.